Hi, I'm Samantha Rogalski. I'm a senior at Nazareth College, and this is my portfolio. So today I'm going to be talking about 3 personal strengths, 1 personal professional goal, and the theory that I'm going to base my practice off of, along with how I have grown in the field and been able to implement that theory. So to start off, my 3 personal goals or strengths by working in the field, I had a very hard time understanding how to engage with clients. That's something that you cannot learn while sitting in a classroom. I believe that my time at ABC, New Directions, and the VOA Step-by-Step program, I have been able to fully grasp how to engage with clients due to the fact that I have to engage with 16 plus individuals in one setting, since both placements involved working with groups. I got over that very quickly, over that fear of not being able to engage with clients, and then being able to effectively engage with all 16 plus clients at one time. My second goal is my clinical note-taking. I was told at the beginning of my first placement that I write like a college student, that everything was very wordy and had too much fluff. OASIS is something that substance abuse deals with, and OASIS wants clear-cut, to the point notes about individual sessions, about group notes, anything that has to do with the client. I have been able to remove my college student writing from my professional writing, and I can see a huge difference in that and know that that is definitely something that I can feel very confident in. My third strength would be my professional behavior. I have learned how to interact with clients and where to draw the boundary. At ABC, even at the VOA, it was difficult for me to separate the client's life with my life. At ABC, we would be missing clients, and the only thing that I would want to do is go seeking for that client. That was something that took a lot of time to understand, that I need to separate my personal life with my professional life. The same thing with the VOA. I go into these facilities knowing that at the end of each session I get to leave, where the individuals I am working with are forced to stay. And that is something also that I had struggled with, is having that mentality that I can't take them with me. I can't give them everything that I wish I could. So separating my personal and professional life is definitely a new strength that I can confidently say that I have gained. As far as my professional goals, both of my placements have reflected this to the T. Substance abuse, of course, that is something that I believe I will always have a part of. One of the passions of mine, though, is the criminal justice system and working with those in the criminal justice system. And they go hand in hand pretty much. So it's hard to take one without the other. And I can just say that both of these placements have prepared me so much for my future goal, and that future goal is what I am doing now, is working with individuals with substance abuse and criminal backgrounds. So the theory that I've chosen that I think will reflect my professional field the most is cognitive behavioral therapy, which is the focus on the relationship between thoughts, feelings, and behaviors. So as a social worker, I would assist the client in identifying the behaviors or irrational self-destructive thoughts and behaviors that influence emotion. And by doing that, I could use a trans-theoretical model, which is about decision making and having an individual change. People tend to not change their behaviors very quickly and decisively. Rather, they change the behaviors throughout the clinical process, and it comes along in different stages of that, and that would be where I would step in and help them through that process. Kind of going off of change, behavioral change in clients and individuals, motivational interviewing is something that I have done both at ABC and step by step through the VOA. It is also something that I can apply to everyday life and everyday situations, which really falls under this theory, the cognitive behavioral theory. By engaging with the clients and getting them to the point where we can have trust between us and build a very good relationship, so we can focus on what goals, what they need the most, and then evoking that. So by using open-ending questions and probing questions that really get the client or individual to open up and think, self-reflect on what needs to change in order to make that goal, or why that goal is important to them or important to the lifestyle that they are living or want to live. And then just planning it out, having small goals that are attainable to the client, and making sure that I can help them as much as I possibly can to obtain all these goals, making a plan for the future, whether that be a year down the road or even longer, maybe even shorter, maybe daily goals, to get them to make the change that they want. I believe that I've been able to use the cognitive behavioral theory along with trans-theoretical model and motivational interviewing in my placements by helping retain sobriety and being active in each client's recovery. With the VOA, setting up goals on how to cope with daily stressors while being in the facility, how to understand and let go of some of the stressors that they cannot control while they are incarcerated. There are so many things that happen on the outside that affect the women daily, constantly, that they have no control over, helping them with coping skills and being able to identify what is healthy and what is not. By